Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is one of this week's new releases, Beyond the Breach number 3 from AfterShock Comics. This is a series that's really been growing on me. Written by Ed Brisson, Damian Couceiro is the artist, Patricio, Delepeche is the colorist, Hassan, Otsmane-Elhaou is the letterer. Alright, so this is the story about this girl named Vanessa who, during a drive in California, gets sucked into this breach. This weird, rift between worlds opens up. All sorts of, creatures and bugs come out and start murdering people, and she winds up getting saved by this dude on a giant turtle named Samuel. Well, we discovered last issue, Samuel might be a wanted fugitive from some other world. Is it part of the breach, or another world and Samuel also got tossed into the breach? We're not quite sure on that. So this is the standoff between Samuel, Vanessa, their new friends, and these bounty hunters that are after Samuel. Gunfights, laser beams, all that stuff. I mean, it is a standoff. The big question is Samuel a bad guy? We're not quite sure on that. It's an issue that really kind of dives in and explores Samuel and gives some hints as to this character, and also sets their next part of their journey up. One of the other things that has happened is Vanessa saved this kid named Dougie, so now she needs to get Dougie to someone that can care for him, in this case his grandparents who live in Idaho. So they need to go cross country, I think they say 800 miles or something like that, to get to Idaho to Dougie's grandparents, and they're going to do it by turtleback. All this time, of course, they're being pursued by bounty hunters. This is it's a good issue, lots of just sci-fi action. We get some character development, we get some backstory on one of the characters, and then at the end we're thrown another loop. The big question is, what the hell? And I think the series has been really good at that what the hell moment. Overall, it's a good issue. It's not one I'm screaming into the hills being oh my god, but it's solid entertainment. And it's really, I think what's great is this series seems to take us in a direction and then throws in just enough to kind of keep us on our toes and pause and say, what's going on here? And this issue, I think, is a good example of that. We get that little bit of what's going on here, and it works really, really well. It's an entertaining series. If you like that suck through a portal, Land of the Lost type story, Beyond the Breach is for you. It's really that sort of thing with its nice amount of action. Some lasers going, some death, destruction, our limbs getting torn off, and the designs and characters are really cool. We'll show off some of the art. We get a good debate as to what to do. Should they just dump Samuel to the bad guys, or really the bounty hunters, however you want to call them? Does that make them good? Does that make them bad? Will they survive? A whole bunch of questions. This is one of the things that I really like about this series, is it's not just a hey, we shot the aliens and it's green blood. There's this weird pixelation thing going on that I think is really, really cool and different. And that's kind of the things that I like about the series. They're just small details and small twists and turns that make it really, really stand out. And it works really well. And I think that's where the strength of the series is. The story, yeah, we've seen it tons of times. This is not necessarily anything that's super new, but the details and the way it's presented, I feel, is new and is interesting, and that's what's keeping me engaged. Out in comic shops now, you can go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code at the top of comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links. They are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site, so thank you. Want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with a review copy. We appreciate that, and of course, thank you for watching. If you're into AfterShock, if you're into comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.